Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. Today, I have a Legendary Max video for you on the Tuonella SR4. This is the legendary scout rifle you get from the Gunsmith, either from an Arms Day package or from ranking him up. You can get it to drop with random perks there, and you get to choose your perks from the Arms Day packages, or Foundry orders as they're known. So let's talk about the Tuonella, and let's talk about my Legendary Max videos. What I like to do in my Legendary Max videos is take a gun in Destiny, look at it, talk about the flavor text, talk about the base stats, take it into PvE and PvP, and we will talk about that. I'll give it an arbitrary grade. We'll also take a look at my version and the talents that are on it. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look at the Tuonella SR4. It reads, hell will freeze over before the Omolon Tuonella SR4 will fail you. Now, Tuonella is a Finnish word for the realm of the dead or the underworld. So, Tuonella is the underworld. And so this gun is death. I guess it's the Deadlands gun. So if we take a look at the base stats from Planet Destiny, we see the Tuonella SR4 has the base stats: rate of fire of 37, impact 48, range 62, stability 69, reload 62, aim assist 44, equip speed 74. It's pretty fast. Recoil direction 60 and zoom of 20. Now if we compare that to a more notable gun like the Bungie SR4, which is basically the same archetype, the Bungie has the same rate of fire, the same impact. Bungie has more range but less stability. It has more recoil. Aim assist is lower on the Bungie, but the equip speed is lower, the recoil direction is higher, and the zoom is the same. So all in all, I think the Tuonella is probably a little bit better of a gun as far as whipping it out and firing it. That's what she said. It's an obligation to have to get it. That's what she said in all of my videos now. But the range is not as good on the Tuonella, but the stability is better, the equip speed is better. So I think this is something that may be more PvP than the Bungie was. I took it into PvE. But anyway, guys, let's take a look at my Tuonella SR4. We'll talk about it and go over the talents. So mine has the Candle IS2 iron sights, the Flash HS4 highlights enemy target sights, the Impulse MS2 combat scope. Okay, we're going to talk about scopes right now. I couldn't settle on a scope. I think I settled on the Candle at the end of using the gun, but in the beginning I was using the Impulse, and then I switched to the Flash, and none of them really spoke to me. The Candle I think was the best for just running and gunning like I normally play, so I left it on the Candle most of the time after I kind of got used to the gun. But in the beginning, I just couldn't figure out a sight. None of them were really that great. This Flash HS4 I like on my Omolon guns, but I didn't like it on this gun. I didn't like it on Scout Rifle. So I can't recommend a scope on these because none of these were amazing, but none of them were awful. I think they're all situational, and it's worth switching. But mine has triple tap, quick draw, casket mag, firefly, and Eye of the Storm. Now, it does come with a mag size of 13, which, if you put it on casket mag, brings mine up to 17. But I really like this scout rifle. I liked it for PvE because of triple tap and firefly. Quick draw was useful in all situations. I never really put on Eye of the Storm or casket mag. But the other ones I did use, and I did notice them all the time. So triple tap was really useful in boss fights because you could lay into the boss, and if you're hitting all crits, you ended up with, I think, 21 or 22 rounds. So you got a lot more rounds from having triple tap. So if you're hitting consistent headshots, you're going to get a lot more out of the mag than 13 rounds. Quick draw, like I said, was always useful. The weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. So if I'm switching between something like a sidearm or a shotgun, this gun comes back out real fast. Then we had Firefly. Precision kills with the weapon cause the target to explode. I intentionally chose this gun last week to use in Challenge of the Elders because it was the precision kill bonus. So I could take heads off with this. The enemies would explode, weaken the nearby enemies, and then I could take the next head and just kind of, keep that process going. It was pretty useful. Pretty cool having Firefly. Pretty cool having triple tap. Very PvE focused setup with this gun, but I took it into PvP too. So let's talk about PvE and PvP performance. In PvE, we've kind of discussed that a little bit. I used the talents on the guns very well in PvE. I did a lot of Challenge of the Elders with it. It served me very well. It's if you like the Bungie SR4, or if you feel like you missed out on the Bungie when it was the vendor version from Dead Orbit last before the April update, and it had the awesome talents. Grind for this gun at the Gunsmith, or pick up the package and wait till you get that perfect roll. You will not be disappointed. This one has amazing stats and good talents if you get them. So, PvE focused with the Firefly, I like it. B+. Very solid gun. I enjoyed it. Was very capable and competent in PvE. It's a scout rifle. I like scout rifles in PvE because you can take the heads off of the low level enemies, or you can critical the high level, get those precision shots and do a lot of damage. It's very effective at long range and medium range. The short range was a little bit of a struggle, but that's why I put it on that candle sight, and the short range became not that bad. So I liked it. In PvP, didn't like it as much. Scout rifles in PvP are not my thing. I've gotten used to the Might multi-tool. Anything else I struggle with. So it was not the best in PvP for me. Now, if you're used to using the Hung Jury in PvP, this will go very well for you. So if you get one of these with a great talent set you think would be awesome in PvP, have no fear, you'll be fine. It's like the scout rifles have become what hand cannons once were for me, and my hand cannons are now awesome. So like, I enjoy hand cannons and scout rifles. I'm not using as much except for the multi-tool. So this scout rifle was pretty good in PvP. Can't knock it. I'm gonna give it a B-. It was decent. I didn't enjoy it too much, but it performed well. So the headshots, I had a little bit of struggle in the beginning aiming it and getting headshots. I don't know what it was, if it was the scopes or what, but the headshots were a little bit of a struggle for me. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's got decent aim assist, so I shouldn't have had too much trouble. I think it was just me struggling, but that's probably me. Anyway, like I said, PvP grade B-. So there you go, guys. Do you have a Tuonella SR4? And if you do, what talents do you have and what do you like about it? This is a gun you use a lot, a gun you don't use at all. What other guns do you want me to take a look at? What do you think? Is it better or worse than the Hung Jury? They're very similar. I'm interested to know if you use this over a Hung Jury. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'm out. I'll see you next time. See you. Bye.